what is that road that goes down through there
That they cut off.
yeah, when, okay, if you are going, like you're going to go to Evergreen and you have to go under the tunnel and make that right, Chuck's Drive-In used to be over here. Anyhow, they were just right down there.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's where I backed into that big old telephone pole. And Randy said, well, I saw it. And I said, well, honey, why didn't you tell me? He said, I thought you saw it too. I would have been dead in the bumper. But
Randy
yeah.
was so dry, even as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
He would just say things just like, he had no sense of humor whatsoever. It was just like, Mom fell through the ceiling that time.
Oh.
She's screaming from, which you have some knowledge of that situation, but her head was upstairs and her feet were through the ceiling.
Yeah, the rafters, I was caught on the rafters.
And he could hear her upstairs, and he walks in his bedroom and sees her leave. He just goes, Mom, what are you doing up there? It's like she meant to do that. She was actually trying to do something.
Yeah.
He's acting.
Well,
Charlie fell.
Charlie fell through the ceiling down there on your bed.
I never will.
It was right on a little tea party. Renee and Rebecca and I were having a tea party with little china teacups. And there was a big birthday party going on. And they were playing hide and seek up in the attic.
And I had told them specifically, do not go in that other room because there's no floor on one side of it.
They did not listen.
But see, they came through. We were sitting at the dining table, and they came through and said, we're going upstairs and play hide and seek. And I said, okay, don't go in that other room, and all. And then the next thing, we're sitting there talking, and Charles comes walking out of Tracy's bedroom. How did you get down here, Charles? Through the ceiling. Through the ceiling.
You were so cool, Mom. I would have flipped out. I'd have been like, oh my God.
I just was like, oh, are you hurt? No, but I think he did scrape his arm. He didn't tell us at the time, but yeah.
And little Andy Kearney, our neighbor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that was so
He comes
funny.
through and he's just so country, this kid. And he's probably 10.
Yeah.
He said, what did he say?
He had on his, it was raining that day, and he had on his little yellow sleeker rain gear. And he says, I said, well, Andy, where are you going? He said, Miss Castle, I think it's time for me to go home. And I said, well, honey, the party's not over. It's a little bit rough for me.
A little bit rough.
So he went home. It's a little bit rough for me. He wasn't used to all that wild goings on.
Oh, Lord.
I love it.
Kids.
Good pictures.
What, honey?
She's got her video going.
Yeah,
Oh,
sis and
no.
Uncle Dan
Well,
would
you're
come
not
back
supposed to
every
point that
summer.
out.
Every summer, and you guys were so fascinated that we called it a pallet on the floor. Like Mom would say, well, we'll just make you a pallet on the floor. And it was just blankets piled up. And
Yeah,
we just all
yeah.
sleep, you
They
know.
probably thought that was in your mouth.
I don't know. But they would be like, a pallet?
Yeah.
We're going to sleep on a pallet? What is that? I mean, it probably sounded really fancy, and they maybe thought it was a palace.
I don't remember that.
You were the
Before we
baby.
all the
You weren't cool
Really?
enough to hang
Yeah.
out with then.
We'll make paddle on the floor.
We were always like,
What about now?
well, now you've evolved, and you're great, and you're awesome. But, yeah, then we would be like, Suzanne, she's a baby. Everybody called her Supu. Supu. You remember that?
I'm still called Supu.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
That's
Supu.
part of like the, when you're signing up for a website or something, they say, have a password and have a where was your mother born and what was your childhood nickname? And I say Supu.
Supu. I have a picture of you. It's upstairs, and you are so cute. And
I
you're probably
wanna
like
see.
5 years old.
Do you still have the collage pictures hanging up?
I don't have them hanging up, but I still have them.
You know where they are?
They're in my bed upstairs. We have no family pictures hanging on any wall in this house. That's how.
Really?
Right now.
Okay.
Like, my kids are so ugly that no one wants to look at
Tracy.
I'm making that up. My kids are beautiful, but I have no family pictures. But it seems like something a person with ugly children would be like, I don't look at my family pictures.
But
You're the reason my kids are ugly.
I know that picture of Sis and Susie and myself when we drove back from New York. We stopped at covered bridges. Anywhere we would see a sign for a covered bridge, we would go off the road
Yeah, I'll go up there and we can go up there and Suzanne will pull them out and look at them.
Yeah, yeah. Because there's a bunch of family pictures.
I remember this truck. I believe this guy in a truck passed us, and he stared at us. We was all giggling and carrying on, and you'd run out there to put your camera up, and here we run back and
Yeah.
get
yeah.
our picture.
Oh, my.
And we stopped at this old country store up
Oh,
there.
yeah, I remember
the
that.
old country store?
Uh-huh.
And sis, you were the navigator. You were driving. And she did. She drove all the way back to New York by
She did.
herself.
Dang.
Wow.
She did that many times.
She did.
Go, girl.
But she didn't like to fly.
Suzanne said it was Thelma and Louise plus one.
Oh, Lord, we had a good time.
We did have a good time. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Really got some missing one. Sophie's cranky.
Oh, Sophie. Sophie has the weirdest way that she does. Look at her head. She's like a serpent head.
You can see that far.
Her head is going like this all the time. She's like Stevie Wonder's looking.
Probably. Oh, she got a tail
Well,
going.
that was a
Excuse me.
delicious,
That
delicious
was
She's got
meal,
tail
dear.
going.
Tell me how much you love it.
I love it.
See her tail with it.
Now, Tracy didn't eat the pepper. Does that repeat on you?
No.
I love
No, I just
love
ate the feeling I
peppers.
can't eat all this food. So I chose what was the
It's a
most
lot of-
delicious.
Oh, good Lord.
A lot of food.
I could eat all of your meals at one time.
I wish I could. I think I would feel better if I could eat more.
Oh, me. It's very, very, very good.
But it
I
was
went out there while
delicious.
it's raining. I sit down on the platform. Little, they're all around. Little Sophie jumps up, right? She turned this way, and here comes Sage, and they're just pushing heads, just playing a little bit, Sage is looking at her. So Sage goes around the back, goes over and gets her drink. She comes over on the side, she just pushes Sophie
Oh,
and jumps on my lap.